Hey everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today I actually have a really quick video for you guys. I only bought one title and only watched one title. The reason being is because I've been doing a ton of work on cinemasickness.com. Everything from just changing a few things around here and there to also doing the whole Team Sickness thing. I mean, adding Team Sickness to cinemasickness.com, that's actually taking a lot of work. Hours and hours and hours of HTML code having to be typed in, which, is very tedious, very boring, but at the same time, it's kind of fun because I'm really enjoying working on my website and bringing Team Sickness to you guys. So that's all going well, but I've been doing that pretty much all day today. I did take a break to, eat dinner and whatnot, so I decided to watch one title. But as far as going out and buying anything, since I've been just sitting at home all day working on cinemasickness.com, I didn't actually get a chance to actually go out and buy anything. But luckily, around noon, my doorbell rang, and on my front step was waiting for me a title that I ordered from buy.com. Ordered it maybe about 3 weeks ago. It was on back order. Finally arrived today. I was very excited about that because I was kind of scared that I wasn't gonna have anything to show you guys that what I bought today because I didn't go out and buy anything. But luckily, this one title came, and here it is. And the title that showed up on my doorstep today was 127 Hours. I've actually been looking forward to seeing this title. Wasn't quite sure what to make of it when I heard about it coming out, because movies like this can kind of go one of two ways. It's either going to be a really great, gripping story, just really well told, it's going to be fantastic, or when it comes to, movies about really, really strong stories like this, sometimes they can go really over the top and just try way too hard to make you feel for the characters and get wrapped in the movie, that it almost becomes pretty cheesy and sort of unbearable to watch. They put one too many liberties into it. You never know. So I actually haven't heard any reviews about this movie at all. It's one of those movies that I didn't really care about looking up reviews for. Like, yeah, I want to see it, but I'm not dying to see this movie. It's not like something I need to see. So I didn't bother to look up any reviews on it at all. So I'm not quite sure, if this movie's going to be any good or not, but I do look forward to seeing it. I remember when the story came out about the guy getting his arm pinned and having to cut it off, which is crazy. I remember hearing about that on the news, and, I thought that was just insane what that guy had to go through, and it was a really interesting story. And then maybe like a couple weeks later, I guess it was probably Discovery Channel. They already had a documentary on it. I watched that. That was pretty. That was definitely entertaining. And the stories, it's a very interesting story. So I look forward to seeing it. Hopefully it's good. I hope they don't go too over the top of this one, but should be a good watch. So that's it for what I bought today. So now it's what I watched. And today I checked out Modern Marvels Walt Disney World. Love Modern Marvels. It is a fantastic TV series. They will talk about everything from, Walt Disney World to the space shuttle to the White House to how, to the peanut industry. It's amazing the stuff, just the variety of stuff that this show goes through. It's just, you just want to think they could do an hour-long documentary on peanuts or ball bearings or something like that. They do. I absolutely love the show. As I've said many times, I don't really watch much TV anymore, but when I did watch TV, anytime Modern Marvels was on, I'd stop and watch it. The wife would always make fun of me because, like I said, sometimes they'd be doing stuff like, the White House or, how they make airplanes or something like that. And then she'd make so much fun of me when I would stop and watch, how they make, like washers. It's like really weird stuff like that. So I love this show, and I definitely love this episode. It's an hour and a half long documentary on Walt Disney World. It tells you everything. Tells you everything about the entire resort. Well, I shouldn't say the entire resort. They really don't talk much about any of the, like Downtown Disney. They don't talk about any of the actual hotels, but they do talk about the 4 parks, and they go into detail on when they were, created, how they were created, a bunch of the different rides there. They go into detail on all the rides, and it is a great watch. You learn a ton about it. I would say the only downfall is putting the, the kind of the history and the behind the scenes and the making of all 4 parks into only an hour and a half documentary. It does feel a little rushed. I mean, we're talking 4 major theme parks here in an hour and a half documentary. It really should have been at least, I'd say, an hour on each park. I mean, they really should have gone into more detail, and that's the only downfall with this. I would have loved to have seen, when they say, oh, here's how this works, and they just kind of briefly go over it, and then they move on to something else. I would have loved to have seen more detail about that. I love when they were talking about all the underground tunnels underneath the Magic Kingdom. They just kind of skim over that, though. They just sort of tell you about them really quickly, why they were built, how they were built, what's down there, and then they kind of move on to the next thing. I could have seen an hour-long documentary just on those tunnels alone. I really, really love to have seen them go into a bit more detail. Don't get me wrong, though. I understand they have to, dwindle it down to an hour-and-a-half documentary. I get that. It's just an episode, so it's not like it's going to be a 5-hour documentary, but it would have been great if it was. Again, that's the only downfall of this. I would highly recommend checking this out. They actually play this on TV quite often. I do see it on TV. You know, every now and then I'll flip through the channels while I'm eating lunch or something like that, and I will come across this. So they do play this on the History Channel all the time, but definitely recommend picking it up if you're interested in the Magic Kingdom and Disney Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and the Animal Kingdom, which the Animal Kingdom was just being built right around when this came out. So they do talk about it, how it was built and stuff like that, but things like Everest haven't been built yet, and there's other things going on in the park that haven't actually been built yet while this documentary was made. So again, I would just definitely recommend checking it out. If you love just the Walt Disney World Resort, it's definitely something to see. I absolutely love this. I'll be watching this one again. I've actually seen this a few times on TV, and this was just as good as the first time I've seen it. So great documentary. Definitely check it out. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Like I said, very quick update. So I bought the one title and I watched the one title. But I do want to tell you guys quickly about a deal that's going on at Best Buy. Once again, they are offering their trade-in program where you can take any DVD, just has to be the original DVD, in its original packaging. You take it to Best Buy and they give you a $5 coupon good towards any title that's $9.99 and above. Great deal. Usually when they run this program, it's just for a select few Blu-ray titles they can use the $5 coupon towards. But once again, it's for any Blu-ray that's $9.99 and above. It is a great deal. What I always do every time they offer this program up, I always run it to my local Dollar Tree, which is a local dollar store. You know, you guys might have dollar stores that are something else. I recommend running out there because my Dollar Trees, they have those really super cheap DVDs that come in those like thin cases put out by, you know, really bad companies. They're just super cheesy titles. And my Dollar Tree actually offers them 2 for $1. So I usually just run out there, pick a couple of those up for super cheap, take them to Best Buy, and get some $5 coupons. It's a great deal. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of that if you're looking to pick up some Blu-rays. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.